Once the new law commences on the 1st of July, there are some things that incorporated associations will be required to do in order to transition over to the new law. The first is to provide us with a current address for service. So within 3 months of the new law commencing, all incorporated associations will be obliged to notify us of their current address. So as I said, at the moment we've got 18,000 with 12,000 addresses. Hopefully at the end of 3 months we will have 18,000 addresses. We can be very hopeful on that. If your association is currently enrolled with our Associations Online system and you are confident that the address that you have registered with us is the correct and current address for the association, we are writing into our regulations that we will be able to accept that as the address for the purposes of this transitional requirement. So if you are already enrolled in Associations Online and your address is correct, there will be no requirement to re-notify us of your address details. All incorporated associations will need to go through a process of reviewing their rules and updating them to ensure that they comply with the requirements of the new law. So here is where we're talking about if you are missing some of the Schedule 1 items that will be required by the new law, you'll need to update your rules to include those matters. Maybe you need to add in a dispute resolution process, or maybe you're not defining your financial year at the moment. That may be the only update that's required. To make it easier for associations though, we are providing a 3-year transition period in which these changes to the rules may be done. So don't panic and think 1st of July you need to have your updated rules lodged with us. You have 3 years, and that should be plenty of time for you to go through the process of reviewing your rules, making sure they are still relevant to the needs of your association, and then taking the necessary steps to see that they comply with the requirements of the new law. And I guess the other point that I'll make here is during this 3-year transition process, to ease the burden on associations, committee members will be able to pass the changes required to update the rules and lodge them with the department without going through the process of calling a general meeting of the members and passing a special resolution. To be clear, that is a one-time only offer. Once the committee has passed the changes required to get their rules in line with the new law, the usual requirements of making changes with the membership involved will kick back in. And also to be clear, you can only change the rules to meet the requirements of the new law. You won't be able to change the name or the objects without going through the special resolution process with your members. So just be very clear on that. If all you need to do is insert your dispute resolution clause or your financial year, the committee will be able to do that on behalf of the association. Alternatively, the members, the committee can still decide that the members should be making the changes and call a general meeting and go through that usual process if that's what you'd prefer to do. Looking at your options, you can choose to adopt the model rules, or you can look to update and rewrite the requirements in your existing association rules. It will be completely up to each group which option is best for them. The changes to the rules will still need to be lodged with Consumer Protection in order for them to take effect. So you'll have 28 days from, let's say, when the committee passes the change to lodge them with the department, and you'll be able to do that online using Associations Online. Once the document has been accepted by the department, you will need to notify your members that the changes have been passed. So this applies in the situation where the committee has made a change on behalf of the association. So at the next annual general meeting, with the notice that you send out to your members, you'll need to include a notification that the rule change has been completed. Once you've done that, you've made the transition to the new law, and you'll be able to just get on with the activities of the association as per normal. Okay, so finishing up, where do you actually find information about the new associations law, the transition processes, enrolling for Associations Online, what have you? The department has a range of resources available for associations, and we will be continuing to add to this collection and update the information. Everything we do is available online, so if you go to the department's website, you'll be able to download copies of things like our transition packs. You can get copies of our checklists. You'll be able to access the Inc guide. Everything is available online. So the Transition Pack is one tool that we have available to help associations navigate the changes to the new law. Transition Pack 1 was released in February and provides an overview of the changes, goes through the financial reporting requirements for each tier, and also provides committees with some information about basically the day the new law commences or when the law commences, what will they need to do first. And that's really the things I've been talking about here in terms of updating the address details with the department, looking to review your rules, maybe making the members aware that the changes has happened and that the new law has commenced, and probably assuring them that it's not going to affect their status as members of the association. So we will be releasing more transition packs along the way. Please sign up to our newsletter, keep an eye on our Facebook and our Twitter accounts, have a look on our website, because when we release information, that is how we will be making our associations aware of it. We also run information sessions on occasion, generally around the Perth metropolitan area. That's why we have a copy of this presentation, the slides, on our website. If you want to have a look at them in more detail, that is available as well. Okay, and the new law references. If you're looking for a copy of the new law, that is available from the State Law Publishers website. You can download it for free. If you'd want a hard copy, I believe you do actually have to purchase it from them. So I would definitely be encouraging everybody to have a look at the online free version. The model rules are available from our website. As I said, at the moment they are still technically a draft, but we're not expecting that there will be any changes to the document. So, you know, please definitely have a look at them and start thinking about whether your association would prefer to adopt the model rules or whether you'd just prefer to rewrite your existing rules. And the last document, I guess, relevant to the new law is the regulations. As I said, that is not currently available, and it is not likely the regulations will be available to the public prior to the commencement of the new law. But for the most part, the regulations include information about what will be required when lodging forms with the department, information about, you know, fees and infringement notices and those sorts of things. So I guess the documents that we have available now, the model rules, the Act, the transition packs, should be more than enough to help get your association through that transition process.